Bitcoin is under $60,000. We're in the Bitcoin crash. Welcome, everyone that's new to this channel, old to this channel. Jeremy the Entrepreneur. If you give me that like and watch the full video, it really helps me out. A lot of people are panic selling because the entire crypto market is down like roughly 25% or so, which is exposes you to fear and destruction and the uneasy feeling of your entire portfolio completely imploding right in front of your face and complete destruction, catastrophe. All those thoughts are pretty good for the average person. The thing is, the long term investors, crypto investors, if you know what I mean, they long hold through all the ups and downs. The thing with crypto, people can't stay in crypto because it goes through this huge roller coaster. If you know what I mean, Bitcoin goes up to 120,000 and crashes back down to 60,000. It crashes back down to 20,000, goes up 100, $200,000. It's just this roller coaster of up and down, and that really it shows you what you're made of who you are, and are you an investor or not in cryptocurrencies. Right now, I hold about a little bit under 10,000 bucks in cryptocurrencies, but it exposes you to like how much percent crypto versus how much USD cash that I have. And the people that don't have any cash right now in Bitcoin is at roughly $61,000. It crashed down from $125,000. All these rookie retail investors, these rookies, they completely wiped out, completely fucking destroyed. And that's just how it is. The strong survive and the weak get pretty much fucking eaten alive. Like these people are getting fucking eaten alive, and they're all over X typing and stuff like that. Well, I'm adding Solana since it's at $60. And it's going to probably crash. It might crash down to $10, but it's going to go back up to like past its all-time high to $1,000, because I believe Solana is going to be the top four cryptos because it's very useful with fastest transactions. And also Solana has not just the fastest transactions, they have their entire own ecosystem. They have a gaming part of it. They have gaming. It's a brand now and stuff. It's a multi-billion-dollar brand. So it's not just they have the cryptocurrency and you just hold it and it may become valuable, maybe not. In the recent news, you might see Cardano. It's just because people are like, oh, he's not doing good, the creator of Cardano, and he had to take a step away from X because Cardano crashed down to 15 cents from its all-time high of $3, which Mary most likely it will go back up to $6 or $10, and we'll be rich and driving Lamborghinis and Ferraris and buying mansions and stuff like that. Again, we're get back to that phase in 2028 when the next Bitcoin halving happens. But a lot of people have short term horizon, or retail noobs sell like instantly. So these retail noobs that maybe have a couple of $50 or $100 in crypto, they completely got fucking nuked. Their portfolio is completely destroyed. And if they're holding only altcoins, they completely wiped out to where they have no cash and they have to beg for money and stuff like that, or take out a loan. And I remember back when, I don't know if you remember, but Terra Luna, when there was at $80 billion, it crashed down to $0, or pretty close to there, a couple $1 million. But this guy was over leveraged and he got completely wiped out of his life savings, like $80,000. And that's the thing, is the lesson to learn is you need to assume the risk of cryptocurrencies. You need to assume the risk that if you're leverage 100x, you're gonna get fucking destroyed probably. And I mean, we're not here to talk about the stock market because honestly, fuck the stock market. Cryptocurrencies are a revolution. We don't need to invest in the stock market that much. Or we may buy like Nike stock, or it's at a 10-year all-time low, or we might buy Lucid Motors, or at the all-time low for $542, $3 or something like that. Like we may buy some of these companies are completely undervalued, but we're the same crypto investors. We're in this shit for life too. Really, the thing is with crypto that I've seen since 2017 is people here for short-term profit. Like people are like, oh, Ethereum doesn't have like the Cardano founder, he said Ethereum doesn't have a roadmap to 500 billion. But that may actually be true, that Ethereum may just be only worth $5,000 and may never break an all-time high again, which I actually doubt. That the thing is, since Ethereum has 11% of the entire, and if you don't know what Ethereum is, it's the second largest cryptocurrency in the world. So it has a good say of what's actually going to happen. But what happens if people get tired of Ethereum and just flip that money into Solana? Like, what I'm saying is, like, you need to be like, what I actually like as well is Binance Coin, because the thing is, people don't actually really get it that Binance Coin has been appreciating actually infinitely since its adoption. Um, it may have this short-term hiccups, like the founder went to jail and stuff like that, and then he got released by the president, released him and stuff like that. But these short-term things that actually mean kind of nothing. But even, I mean, I watched a recent video. They talk about Sailor on leverage as he sells Bitcoin. He kept on. Thing is about leverage. You can go 100x leverage, like stuff like that. You're betting that Bitcoin actually succeeds. What happens if Bitcoin doesn't succeed? Just saying. What happens if Bitcoin crashes down to 20,000? What happens if all that money funnels into Ethereum, or funnels all into Binance Coin, or all funnels into XRP? The biggest cryptocurrencies in the world. Like, what happens if it funnels like all these different things? But like, what I'm saying is that Bitcoin may not be the just number one for all time sake, and it will actually not be the all time number one forever. So keeping that in mind, like, I added Solana today, knowing that Solana is very valuable, even though it may have crazy volatility in the short term. Like, let's say if I bought Solana at $60 and it goes up to $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, bro, that's some fucking crazy multiples on that. Like, there's going to be these opportunities in the cryptocurrency market, these altcoins turn to blue chip coins. So, like, what do you think a blue chip coin actually is? I mean, if we reviewed the fundamentals of Bitcoin, it can actually crash to $20,000. That's true. That actually is true. Now, I wanted to actually go on Coin Market Cap here. Coin Market Cap to explain, because I mean, we can go back in time, but time doesn't matter. Like, so we got Bitcoin at 1.2 trillion dollars market capitalization. It's $60,581. Ethereum's $187 billion at $1,545 a coin. Then you got you got Tether, and then you got Binance Coin at $574, which at $77 billion market cap. You know, the Binance Coin, I'm actually it's number 4 right now. I'm very bullish on Binance Coin. Probably going to hit a couple $1,000s just like Solana. The price, even though we don't look at price, like the market, Solana's kind of moving with Binance Coin, kind of in appreciation, in my opinion. XRP's at $1.08. I mean, a lot of people are saying XRP is going to have $1 trillion market cap. It could, might as well. Tron, I don't know why Tron has $30 billion invested into it. Like, that's the thing. It's number 8. It's kind of not making sense to me because, okay, Tron's cool. It has technology and stuff like that, but below that, it's hype coin, hyperliquid that's like connected to liquidity and stuff like that. It's a great project in my eyes. You got Leo, you got XLM, you got CC. Don't know what that is. You got Zcash. Zcash, it had recently the hack that brought it down, and the Winklevoss twins are actually heavily invested in Zcash, something to pay attention to. Cardano's at 15, that's at 15 cents, and then you got XMR, which is another altcoin at $293. It's like this privacy coins are having splurge. Bitcoin Cash is at $214, which is pretty low. It's $4 billion market cap. Litecoin, I can't understand why Litecoin's at $41 with $3 billion market cap. Litecoin should have as same as XRP at this point. Like, Litecoin should be at $60 billion market cap. Don't know why that didn't happen. And then you got all the way down the list. You got Polkadot, 93 cents. That's pretty cheap. Uniswap is at $2.42. That's a pretty valuable coin, I would say. All these other, like WorldCoin, they were saying that can become valuable in the future. You got Ava, you got Pole, that could be valuable. You got Filecoin, that can be valuable in the future at 66 cents. Used to actually been traded you look at the Filecoin chart. I hate these ads on CoinMarketCap. So annoying. All time log. So you go to the log chart. So if you're wondering when Filecoin actually had a price at $5 before it hit $150, and now it's back down to 72 cents, which is super undervalued. I think Filecoin's one of those things. I do have some file. I have 250 Filecoins, I think, right now. I do want to add to that some later point in time. I am adding more Solana than anything. Building a strategic reserve of that. So if I was building a strategic reserve right now, I'd probably add Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, XRP, Solana, Cardano. I mean, Zcash maybe. Bitcoin Cash, yes. AVAX, Avalanche, Litecoin, and Chainlink. I don't know where Chainlink is right now. What the hell is Chainlink? Oh yeah, it's number 18. It's at $7. That's pretty cheap. If you're building a strategic reserve, I would definitely add all these. I mean, some alternative coins. There's like an AI coin, which I can't remember the name of it. So you got a lot of these opportunities in Coin Market Cap. But right now, if you're thinking about like the market cap of crypto itself, we're in extreme fear right now, which is completely fine. We add during complete fear, but we're at $2 trillion market cap. We at all time high is 4 trillion market cap, and that was at so we're basically down to 2024 September 2024 lows of $2 trillion market cap. So we're in extreme fear. We haven't had an altcoin season, so that's something to pay attention to. Let's go back to my notes. What I had here. So we're 12 minutes in the videos. I love everyone that stayed 12 minutes in the videos. If you want to request a Cameo, the link is in the bio, and like and share the videos because I post Call of Duty videos, I post crypto videos, I post AI stock videos, I post unemployed videos, and watch my hour-long content too. It's really good. A lot of people were talking about it's too much risky and volatility. And yes, this is when the volatility shakes people out and kill. I wouldn't say destroys people; it kind of does. So the volatility in crypto is a thing that turns most people off. But this is when you can get insane gains. When the gains are here, like not. I'm not saying cryptocurrencies are going to be here forever because it's a revolution, right? All revolutions that come to an end at some point or stagger out in distance, but they're saying Bitcoin's going to die and stuff like that, and I disagree with that. Bitcoin probably has a roadmap to $500 billion at least. I mean, 500. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? Oh yeah, it has at least a roadmap to $10 trillion. So that would make it $500,000 a coin, something like that, which is totally possible. But to Bitcoin to get, I think Bitcoin may get passed at some point in time by Solana, XRP, or Ethereum, or Binance Coin. One of these coins is probably going to pass. A World Coin or whatever. They have no market cap yet, but I'm just saying that you know when I'm unemployed looking for a job, if I had a bunch of fucking money, like $1 million, I would invest in these cryptocurrencies. Kind of. This is not financial advice. I'm not saying risk your entire portfolio when you're a noob and stuff like that, but you dollar cost average into the market. Like, okay, dollar cost average at $2 trillion crypto market cap. I dollar cost average at $4 trillion market cap. I dollar cost average if it goes to $1 trillion market cap of total cryptocurrencies. So you kind of like want to add at these pivotal points. And there is pivotal points in crypto where you get in and you kind of like, okay, that's a nice. So like if I buy a couple $1,000s of Solana, which maybe is what it looks like, I'm gonna probably build a $5,000 Solana strategic reserve, going into not July, into August, July. So June, July, August, September into September. So like you want to kind of build your strategic reserve right now, and this this is why you don't put all your risk at crazy valuations. So like people buying these stocks at crazy valuations, they're like, what happens if we have a 50% dip? Not a lot of people talk about that, but everything goes back up kind of if it's a valuable asset to people wanting to pay a higher price in the future. And Bitcoin will always have like someone will always want to pay for a higher price in the future. in my opinion, let me actually put on my watch. Does everyone like my watch? So you can buy these bands on Amazon. I'm not selling you guys stuff, but I like actually to socialize and possibly get a girlfriend, right? Because I'm a crypto bro, and my portfolio is getting completely fucking nuked right now. But on Amazon you can buy these wristbands. This black one kind of came off a little bit, but it slides back in when you put it in your wrist. But you can customize, and this is such a cool wristband with this outfit, right? Of what you guys think. But I mean, I can cry about the crypto crashing and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, it's the end of the world, crypto's crashing. And these people, you just caught like these people on social media all fucking day only have $100 invested. I have multi-$1,000 invested into cryptocurrency, so I am on pace to have past couple tens of $1,000s of cryptocurrencies in the next couple of years, and that probably will make me a couple $100,000 in profit, maybe something like that, as my YouTube career takes off and stuff like that, because I'm invested on this. I'm buying YouTube ads and stuff like that. So I'm investing in this space where it's going to take off. YouTube's going to take off. I'm going to grab that money from YouTube, invest into cryptocurrencies and stocks and stuff like that, and we're going to get where we need to go in life. Just saying, kind of deal. We're going to get where we need to go in life. But what do you guys think? Do you think like this is the end of crypto? Do you think that like the I watched a full Cardano video of him talking about he talked about like he's not in it to push Cardano back to $3, and that's his human right. And it's not, people call him like evil and stuff like that. I wouldn't say people are evil or stuff like that, because he never talked about like I mean, maybe sometimes that his coin's the best, and maybe it is going to be in the best in the future, because no, this is a revolution. No one knows who's actually going to win at the end of this race, but um But money of these alternative coins, you gotta be careful, because these things hyperinflate and hyperdeflate. So these hyperdeflated coins like Filecoin, that's at 77 cents, can actually shoot back up to $150 billion, $150 out of nowhere, or shoot back up to $50, and you made, for every $1,000 you made $50,000. So like, you're gonna have these huge gains in cryptocurrencies. You want to be here and there. You want to take advantage of those as well, and then profit off them. I wouldn't long hold these as well, but a lot of people like to long hold and stuff like that. But this thing comes in. I think there's like, people talk about the 3 year cycles. I think there's actually like 7 or 8 year cycles too, especially with the altcoins, where okay, maybe if I follow coin 77 cents, and there's be a point in time where it goes back to 50 or 150 or $500. Not just I'm not just talking about Filecoin, but these $1 billion caps can actually go and shoot it back up to $100 billion caps, and you're either in it or not. You get the 100x gains, which in cryptocurrencies are fucking magic, and amazing, and you sell off and gain huge profits. But I'm not saying that's going to be everybody, but some people are going to get these huge gains. In Bitcoin, you're not going to get these 100x gains anymore. So that's the thing, because once it gets centralized, which it kind of is, okay, it may get up to $1 million in like 2035 or 2040, but by that time, you're going to have Solana have like 100x gains and shit like that, or XRP, or whatever people choose is going to be the winners of trillions of dollars in this crypto revolution. All this comes to an end. We don't know. We only know what we actually see and actually is truth. You know, and I can look at the coin market cap here, because people panic and sell. But when you get to 25% decreases, I'm funneling my money into cryptocurrencies right now, because it was going to be used to save in the USD. But this is the not time when it's 25% dips and sailors selling and stuff like that. This is the time to actually buy and accumulate. So I'm gonna be accumulating now. I'll be accumulating a couple months from now. It's not all a race where I have to put all my money, chips, everything on fucking red or black. It's not like that in cryptocurrency. It's like you're a long holder, and you sell for profits every cycle. It's every 3 year cycle, every 7 year cycle, and you get out. You have to get out at some point in time. So the thing is, what happened if Sailor sold at $120,000 and took that billions of dollars and diversified it? He would have made a fucking fortune, but he didn't do that. So he has a strategic reserve idea, which, hey, that works as well. But if you don't have billions of dollars or millions of dollars or just a couple $1,000s, you want to diversify yourself, sell for profit, yeah, buy during the 25% dip, sell during the 100% pumps or 1,000% pumps, so that you want to gain profit. Like, you're in this for profit, not in this for fun. Like, I'm not even though cryptocurrency community is fucking fun, I'm not in this for fun. I'm in this for profit. And I might talk about this on YouTube to gain profit maybe at some point in time. But like all these other coins may or may not exist in the future, because there's going to be the coins like maybe WorldCoin or these other coins that somehow get crazy fucking valuations, like WorldCoin, Filecoin, Chainlink, Avalanche, Tron, Toncoin, all these other coins that may or may not have these huge fucking pumps. But I want you to take note of the percent of allocation that people are. If people are like 11% allocated in Ethereum in the entire crypto market cap, that actually means something, because people actually believe Ethereum is going to get to 500 billion, 750 billion, $1 trillion. It's inevitable. It's probably going to happen. But or Binance Coin, people have 5% allocated in the Binance Coin. But what happens if that creates 10% of total crypto market cap of $10 trillion? That's $1 trillion in Binance Coin. So when it's at like what, $100 billion now. So keep that in mind, that the total crypto market capitalization by percentages actually matters as well. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to have these huge evaluations. I mean, but it may actually be true, just kind of putting it out there. So thanks for watching the YouTube video, and I'll catch you in the next video. Love. And if you're a crypto investor or subscribe to the YouTube video, like every video, and give me watch time. It helps me out. And request a Cameo, the link in the bio if you want to support the channel, or subscribe to my Patreon. Thank you.